Hi again. You may want an extra blanket on the bed tonight as it's going to be a rather chilly one, and that's courtesy of largely clearing skies across most of the UK. There is still a little bit of cloud across the very far southeast of England through the next few hours, perhaps the odd light shower around as well, but generally a dry night to come across most of the UK. And with those clearing skies, it is going to turn rather cold, particularly in the countryside where temperatures are expected to fall widely into single figures, and in some rural spots in the most prone locations where we could even see temperatures getting quite close to freezing. So a fairly widespread grass frost expected overnight tonight. Temperatures in the towns and cities holding a little bit higher, but nonetheless into single figures. And as we go towards the morning, we are likely to see quite a bit in the way of fog developing. So quite patchy in the west, just here and there, but across the eastern parts of England, well, it's here that we could see some more widespread fog, perhaps to affect the Monday morning commute to work. So perhaps do leave yourself a little bit of extra time to get to work in the morning. But that fog will lift through the morning, lifting into low cloud and then dispersing. So plenty of sunshine for many parts of England and Wales, particularly in the morning. The cloud will bubble up and spread out as we go into the afternoon, but still some sunny intervals around for many of us nonetheless. Across the northwest of Scotland, though, it will be a different story, and here it will already be quite a wet start to the day, and through the day we'll see outbreaks of rain spreading their way gradually eastwards, but tending to become quite light and patchy. It will also turn quite breezy in the northwest, so wind gusts of up to 40 miles per hour in the far northwest of Scotland. But generally those winds coming in from a southerly direction on Monday. So for most of us, temperatures around or even slightly above average for the time of year. So highs of 17 to 19 degrees Celsius in the south, more like 14 or 15 in the north and northwest, and certainly feeling cooler in the west of Scotland where those winds are fairly brisk. It will stay quite breezy through Monday evening and Monday night across the far northwest of the UK. There'll also be some further outbreaks of rain pushing in from the Atlantic, so parts of Northern Ireland seeing some rain, but most of that rain across the north and the northwest of Scotland through the early hours of Tuesday morning. Otherwise, many parts of England and Wales staying dry, some fairly lengthy clear spells once again. I wouldn't be surprised to see at least a few isolated mist and fog patches once again by the time we get to Tuesday morning. Not quite as cold as it will be tonight, but nonetheless temperatures in the countryside falling into mid-single figures and perhaps the odd patch of frost around as well. Now for Tuesday, it's again going to be a fairly bright picture for most of England and Wales. There will be some high-level cloud in the sky at times, so not blue skies for everyone, but still bright or sunny at times. Generally quite a bit cloudy there across many parts of Northern Ireland and Scotland, and there will be some sporadic outbreaks of rain coming and going, perhaps wettest across the far southwest of Scotland, but generally the rain relatively light and intermittent elsewhere. Once again, with the winds coming in from the south, a fairly warm day for the time of year, highs of up to 20 degrees Celsius in the southeast of England, and certainly a warmer day across Scotland and Northern Ireland compared to a Monday. Parts of northeast Scotland will be favoured for seeing temperatures into the high teens locally and the best of any hazy sunshine. Now, as we go into the middle part of the week, we are going to see the jet stream strengthening out across the North Atlantic. So this ribbon of pink here indicating some very strong winds in the upper atmosphere. And it's that jet stream that will help to develop areas of low pressure as we go through the middle part of the week. So quite an unsettled flavour to the weather across the north of the UK. Outbreaks of rain at times, and also the isobars tightening together as well. So it will be rather windy for many parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland at times through the middle part of the week. And there will be a lot of rain to come. So this graphic here just shows that it's going to be Western Scotland in particular where we're seeing the highest rainfall totals through the middle part of the week. Potentially the wettest spots of Western Scotland could well see well over 100 millimetres of rain by the time we get to the end of Thursday. Quite a bit of rain also though for Northern Ireland and northwest England as well, particularly the Cumbrian Fells. But actually the rest of England and Wales, particularly in the southeast, well, you notice on this graphic here, very little, if any, in the way of rain through the week ahead. But of course, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you never miss any updates. That's everything from me though. I'll see you again very soon.